Welcome, and here we're looking at gold, and while gold is above the midpoint, the 1250 here, 5 second strongest number, then this market remains positive. So a breaking of that would confirm the downside to that. This particular move up through here so far is in 3 waves, but it can possibly turn into the 4th wave now and a 5th wave higher. If that's the case, then we would see further highs here. But if it doesn't take out that particular high just here, then it remains that this can be viewed as an impulse and corrective, and then further down as well. So it really needs to find support within group 2, 65, 72 and the 80 here. Well, the 65 to start with. So there's nothing much to do here at the moment. But as I mentioned, this can be an A and a B and a C wave to here. Looking at this as the 4th wave here, but we'd still need to see a new high above this guy here to sort of confirm that, or at least get support into 1265. So they're the key points to look at through there. Silver hasn't, it's sort of retested, spiked higher here, but it still hasn't found support on 2000. But I just wanted to put here a bit of a different count today in terms of an A wave, a B wave and a C wave completed here. So it can be complete at this low here. So if this market makes a new low through here, and you know the gold fails to move higher and starts to move lower, so you can take a daily robo short trade from here and put the stop up here, because then it would be going down further from that point. That would be sort of in line with base metals as well. So base metals here for copper here, and copper and iron ore, they pretty much move together in the same sort of pattern. So we're still looking at this moving down here lower. We just know that the 320 is a strong support through here, and then you've got group 1, so 321, 322 and 323 are going to offer support and create a choppy market as well. The 325, which is the midpoint, it's been retested before and it's been broken anyway. So so this move down here on the 5-minute chart over the last couple of days is impulsive, but it can certainly bounce off the 323 here, or this area here, and have a corrective move back up through here as well. But it's still, everything is pointing lower, but we can get small rallies with it. The oil market, no change from yesterday really, but we're looking for in wave 5 up here. We're looking for 5 waves, and we're looking at that as the strong 3rd wave. That's the 4th and the 5th, the 3rd, the 4th, and looking for the 5th to make new highs up through here. And we're also looking at Brent yesterday as well, and the Brent market here that we're looking at was from the low here, the 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, then the A, the B and the C here. So then we're looking for further upside here. So any long trade here is fine, but it's always nice to have the number 8 profit taking as support rather than resistance, so to speak. So keep an eye on that. The soybean market is sort of broken out of our little channel here, but more importantly, it's moved through the orange line here, the 1272, 272, still in group 2 though at 1265 here. However, we can look to short this because the bias is heading that way, but there's no need to overtrade, just gleaning a few small positions in there that we could possibly add to a little bit later on. So we were looking for a bit of an A and a B and a C to retest back up here, but it's moved over here. But as soon as it takes out that low here, then it's confirmed that that we're going to see more lows here, and also be the breaking of the 65 as well, all of group 2 here. So if that takes out that low there, then that confirms this down here as 5 waves. Well, we know it's 5 waves anyway, but we can label it wave 1 rather than wave C, and this would be wave 2 here, and then we'll be looking for further downside here, which is likely. So anyway, keep the shorts above the 1283 there at least, or even a bit high if you can, because we're looking at wheat and corn moving down as well. Now the wheat market here, just on the weekly chart here, we were looking at this yesterday, and we're looking at these bars here as being on lower volume. So that means that the move sideways here was corrective, and we're seeing the break lower here. Not that we're seeing any strong volume on this as well, but taking that break lower either on the weekly at 560 or on the daily, which we were also talking about as well, of taking any of these lows out through here. So a low here, that's 563.75, so 563 will be fine, and just keep the stop above there. Of course, when you get down to 550 here, there's going to be support here as well, but expect further downside to come here as well. You can also see these bars here being on lower volume as well, even we don't have higher volume on this move down here, which is a bit of a concern, but it is a break lower, which on lower volume can be a fifth wave here, so we need to be a little bit mindful of that. I'll just drill in here. We've got a couple of counts for this, by the way, but this particular count here, this is what we're looking for. So from this high here, we're looking down for 1, back for 2, and then from 2 here, we're looking for 5 waves down for wave 3 here. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into this area, then a wave 4 across here at the 550. This would be the corrective thing I'm talking about, but it may even have a bounce off of that there. So this corrective pattern here could be above the level rather than across it like this, but once complete, a move down here as well. Normally when the 550, the 50 becomes the resistance, then we'll be looking at the next number down, which would be the 500 here. But getting into the 500 is a little bit tricky, because shorting into group 1 here can be a choppy environment. So unless you've got short positions up here and can accommodate some, bouncing around through here, so you don't have to sweat it out, then that's what you need to look for. But if you're trading from 50, then you just trade down to 30 and get out. Well, normally to 33, because the orders will start building up at 31, 32, and 33. So if you're scalping, always get out at the 3, save yourself a bit of grief and whatnot. The corn market as well. This is just the daily chart here. Now we're seeing weakness in wheat mainly, soybean there as well. Orange juice is sort of slipping down as well. But this market here, we were considering this spike up here as a possible wave 1, and then we're looking for support on the 430. But we just didn't get the support on the 430. The top of group 1, 3 is always group 1, and we look for support on that to go long. And it's got to be tested support. Now, it doesn't mean that it's over, because it can be like this. It can be up for 1, an A and a B and a C wave here, and then up through here. But either way, this 420, if that became the retested resistance, then that would confirm that we'll be going lower from that stage, and then this would just be a bounce off the medium level here, 400 here. So once again, we just have to wait until things fall into place and we have a little bit of a surety on those. The orange juice here, just on the daily chart here, I just wanted to point out, we're looking for an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave coming down. Now we could see that this move down through here was on strong volume. That was good. This move down here was on less volume, so that means that it's sort of sellers are drying up. And then this move here has got a slightly more volume than this one here, but it's closing up off its low here. So we can see that it's been slowing down, and then buyers coming in, buying it on its low here. Now, it could be short covering. We're yet to see, but confirmation that it was bullish would see the closing price above the opening price. Just drilling into that a little bit through here, though, we're expecting it to come down a little bit further as a C wave down through here, but anyway, there's got to be support all through here, and it's not that it's sort of we were looking to short it at the 142 and the 140 resistance and so forth, and it can still come down. but it wasn't the short trade that we're sort of looking for as such. We're still looking at this being, an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave, and then moving up from there. So still a little while away just yet. All right, thanks for listening.